I was fighting it over there. Like, it felt like old school death wobble. Okay, so we're back with the COPO, and today we're just getting some data before we put the EGT sensors on, and from what I see, the converter's tired. We're going to have to change the converter in the car. So I'm going to confirm that today. I expect to run mid-8s. So we'll see how many passes we get today. It's pretty busy for a private event, but not a bad thing. You know, keep the track warmed up. So we'll just have to see how today goes and make some tuning adjustments. I'm not going to spend a ton of time tuning it because I think I'm going to go to F1X again because I think it was more efficient at high RPM. So we'll just have to kind of see what goes on. So you guys stick around, like, subscribe. Hopefully no giant wheelies today. So we'll see. Last time we touched the bars, so I mean, we did alright.
You also tore the parachute, no?
Yeah.
So we got a new one this time, right?
Yeah, we got a sprout on there now.
Nice.
So we shouldn't need it anyway.
Any other changes?
No, we just spark plug. That's all I've changed. So they use what I re-gapped them to a narrow gap. You're gonna see. I went from like a 24 to a 19, and we're gonna see how that affects everything. Just kind of see how the car reacts to it. Basically no prep, bro. 850, that's not bad. So I got a strange vibration on the big end. I was telling the camera about it earlier. So I don't know what's going on the big end. I got a lot of vibration going on the steering wheel. This camera will probably show it if it actually recorded.
Yeah.
But I was fighting it over there. Like, it felt like old school death wobble. And I don't know if it's the track. I'm fixing to check the tires just to be sure, but I think it's the track. I don't know, bro. It was scary, but I didn't lift. You know me. I'm not gonna lift. Mile an hour wasn't too bad. You know.
It was a rip.
Yeah, it felt good. I was surprised how well it hooked. Because I only pulled a few PSI. I mean, I pulled...
The soft launch made a difference.
Yeah, 5 PSI out.
Why?
I don't know. That's a good question. But we're not going to run like that again until I figure that out. It may have been the track. I don't know. They scraped the track.
They did.
And it's pretty obvious down there. I'm going to ask somebody else that I trust here if when they were running down if they got a lot of strange oscillation in it. Because I don't think it's the car. It could be a tire. Could very well be a tire. So we didn't make very many passes today. Nothing against Ennis on this. We got something vibrating in the steering. It's either where they scrape the track or we have a tire or something with a knot in it. We're going to have to kind of test that on the dyno. So we'll have to do that. See what we have going on there, but it seems like a lot of people are having troubles today. They scraped the track, I think, for the roll racing, right? Yeah, so tomorrow they're doing roll racing here for streetcar takeover. I'm gonna wait until we have a more solid base to come back, but we did get a good launch. Chewy told me that I needed to turn it down before I got to the line, and I had time, so we turned it from 17 PSI on the launch to 12 PSI on the launch, and it seemed to really like it. So, good job, Chewy. That's my dude, and he's always looking out for me. But I will say this, today was the first time that I was going down through there and I started thinking about my safety gear. When we got to the end of the stands down there, we got a severe vibration. It could have been worse, but I'll tell you guys what it felt like. It felt like an old school Ford truck that, like from the 90s, when they had a bunch of slack in the steering. That's what it felt like. It was scary. So either I've got something up with the car, which I doubt because we haven't touched anything since the last outing. I think it's the track, and nothing against Ennis. I love you guys. So thank you guys for always supporting us, and we appreciate it, and we will be back. You guys like and subscribe, because we're going to do something else stupid. We got another car that we gotta
Next
show
video.
you. Yeah. Right now it's in storage and I'm waiting on parts for it. So it was a long trip. So this is your RPM. It's staying coupled, and then it said "F you" right there. So, and you can see my throttle position is the same. Everything.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it is extremely.
You pedaled there?
Yeah, I had to because I was being a. Yeah, this one I can see, but this other one, it's either that or the trans is slipping, and I would suspect it's a converter slipping. So I think the converter said no more for me, thanks boss, because it goes from making, let's see right here, 27 to 30 psi, and then it just flatlines. It can't even gain. That's dead. I'm pretty sure that's converter. Yeah, the converter's. It's not even going all the way out and shifting like it should. It's done. That's good to know. So we're not going to push it any harder and actually put trash in my transmission. So
I mean, from what you've been since actually I've been here, you've only refreshed the trans once.
None.
Really?
This one has no refreshes on it. It's tough. I will say that. It's time for a refresh this year. So, if you look right here, you can see it actually hooked rather well. I'm super surprised it did that well. Because I mean, would I have like 3 minutes to make an adjustment? So now our learn status on down low is going to be a little bit off. And you can see right here it's adding fuel in here and there. So everything else looks okay. I'm pretty happy with that run overall, other than this little spot right here. Now once we get a converter, we're going to have to retune it. So
that's crazy.
All of our data we have will be irrelevant basically. So we will we'll have to drain the trans, pull the converter. It's done, but the dead giveaway is like you see in first gear, you see that it climbs, which we lifted right here, and it probably coupled right there. So, and it climbed all the way to 7,600 RPM, which is where my shift point is. On this one, you see how it's not really happy, and then when it does go, it just lets go, basically, and then still never.
That peak should be higher than the first peak, right?
Yeah, it should be right after where the first peak is. So we got a problem, is the easiest way I know to put it. So